নমস্কাৰ প্ৰাগ বিশেষ IPL স্পেচিয়েল পাৱাৰ্ড বাই 1xBet অন্যতা খণ্ডলৈ মই সমীৰঞ্জনে স্বাগতম জনাইছোঁ। IPLৰ বতৰ আমাৰ ইতিমধ্যে IPL খেল প্ৰায় শেষ হোৱাৰ অৱস্থা আৰু কেইখনমান আৰু দুখন মেটছৰ পাছতে IPLৰ ফাইনেল হ'ব। কিন্তু তাৰ আগতে আজি যিখন মেটছ আছে সেই মেটছখনৰ বিষয়ে আমি কথা পাতিবলৈ বিচাৰিছোঁ। আজি মেটছ আছে ছানৰাইজাৰ্ছ হায়দৰাবাদ ভাৰ্চেছ ৰাজস্থান ৰয়েলছ এম এ চিদাম্বৰম ষ্টেডিয়াম আজি নিশা 7:30 মিনিটত। এই খেলখনৰ বিষয়ে পাতিবলৈ আমি দুজন ক্ৰিকেটৰ বিশেষজ্ঞ আমি আমন্ত্ৰণ কৰি আনিছোঁ। তেখেতসকল আমাৰ লগত সংযোজিত হৈছে। মই প্ৰথমতে চিনাকি কৰিব বিচাৰিম মিষ্টাৰ CM গৌতম। তেখেত ফৰ্মাৰ ইণ্ডিয়া IPL এণ্ড ফাৰ্ষ্ট ক্লাছ ক্ৰিকেটাৰ আৰু তেখেতৰ লগত আছে মিষ্টাৰ নয়েল ডেভিড, ফৰ্মাৰ ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল ক্ৰিকেটাৰ ইণ্ডিয়া। গতিকে ৱেলকাম টু দ্য ডিছকাশ্যন জেণ্টলমেন। Yeah. So our two teams for the second qualifier have now been confirmed as SRH will take on RR for a chance to face the Kolkata Knight Riders in IPL final this year. So Sunrisers were the first confirmed side for the tie after they lost to KKR in the first qualifier, and then Rajasthan joins them after they overcame RCB in the eliminator. So gentlemen, before we get into the match, let's look at how these two teams got here. So before we let's start with Sunrisers. So gentlemen, I would like to go to Mr. Noel David. Where did it go wrong for them versus KKR in the first qualifier? David sir.
Yeah, look, if Sunrisers were 39 for 4, that shows that, half of your batting lineup is gone. And Mitchell Stark was the key person who has rocked the uh, middle order of Sunrisers, with a brilliant spell, taking the initial wicket off Trevor Said. When Head goes and Abhishek Sharma goes, then, everything falls back and the pressure falls back to Carlson, then Tripathi. Yes, they both added runs, but that was not enough for Sunrisers. 62 runs both added, but finally they all bundled out for 159. The key person was Mitchell Stark. I like the way his intent was good. He showed the class of a world class bowler. Correct time they peak, correct time they deliver, and that's Mitchell Stark. The initial period of the IPL, he was nowhere. He was not getting his line in that, but he started to peak really well, nice and easy, slowly, and at the right time he delivers, and he showed. Right time he's got that wickets. He broke the wicket off head, and then he just never let anything go easy. Not to forget, our own man Ashwin, the way he has bowled.
Right,
Trevor,
right.
sorry, not Ashwin, the other medium pacer. The way he has bowled. I think it was super bowling effort from KKR.
So, Gautam sir, what's your opinion on this? Where did it go wrong for them versus KKR in the first qualifier?
Yeah, I think right from the toss, I think Sunrisers have taken a bad decision by electing to bat first. Why I'm saying this is because the dew is going to come in the later part of the game, and KKR has two good spinners, and dew coming in, the ball getting wet, and obviously it's very tough to grip for the spinners, and the ball will come out nicely to the bat once the ball is wet. So these are the factors which matters in big games, and I think they missed the trick by a huge margin by taking batting first. I know it is a strength of Sunrisers to bat first and post a big total, but having said that, you have to look at the conditions and whom you are playing your opponent. You know, the opponent is obviously heavily dependent on Sunil Narine and Varun Chakravarti in the middle. And looking at both the games at Modi Stadium, I think the ball was swinging a lot. I feel like in the first few overs, the first three overs was tough to bat on. Even the first game when Stark was like just running into the KKR, I mean the Sunrisers batsmen. Like they were four down for 40, as Noel has said. Within no time, they were exposed like no man's business. So I think it was a huge mistake by comments like I putting taking batting first. So so these are the small things which matters, and it will cost you the game. So, if having said that, if the batted second, they would have had a better chance of winning the game.
Okay. So, David sir, what do you think? Can SRH correct their shortcomings in time for tonight's game versus RR?
They have to, because this is, do or die match for them. If they need to get into the finals, they need to lay their strategy well. They need to bat well, because what I feel is that the first two, Trevor said, Abhishek Sharma, Carlson, Tripathi, all these guys need to understand, that all the team depends on them when they bat. So I think little bit responsibility starts from the top order, and then it goes down, because you can't, depend on Nitesh Reddy or Shehbaz Ahmed to come and score runs all the time. So I think the first four, if they get that runs, what we always expect out of, and I think that will be a huge this thing bonus for SRH. I think the bowling also has to come good. The bowling was not good last game. They have to start bowling well. That's more important, because if you get the score, and if you don't bowl well, then again you are going back to zero. So I think everything has to come to a place, and I feel that SRH needs to get back today's game, and if they need to get into the finals, they have to, because Chennai, they are playing in MH Chittambaram. It's not going to be easy wicket, I think, because there also I probably, if they are playing on the red soil, I think it will turn a bit. It's not going to be a batting slip. Ball may come slow. It's not going to be where they can play the shots easily. I think they have to calculate all this, keep it in mind, and plan according to that when they are batting.
So, RR were on the verge of a total season collapse, but they managed to beat RCB in the eliminator. How were they able to get the result, actually, David sir?
Look, RR. We always says when you lose five games, there's one game you're going to win, and when you win six games in a row, you're going to lose one game somewhere down the line. This is called the jinx, and then this has happened, because I don't see RCB doing anything wrong. Yes, wickets fell quickly. They played a bit slow in the initial start. I was speaking to Gotham before the show, and he said, "No, all this matters." As Gotham rightly said, all the small things matters. If you have to play the way you have played throughout the IPL season. You keep the momentum going. You bat the same way. Then you will be on the top. I think they never done that. But at the same time, RR, they batted well. If you see, they took the game away in the initial start of the match, where Jaiswal and Riyan Parag and all these guys, was all this corresponding. I think that's more important. But if you see the two Hetmar and Powell coming in the last stage and hitting, I think that shows how depth they have the batting RR. So I feel that bad luck to RCB. They tried their best, but someone has to win someday.
Okay. And Gautam sir, a left arm pacer ripped SRH to shreds in their last game. RR have their own left arm quick in Trent Bolt. Could he be the key in today's game, sir?
I
Gautam sir.
think definitely he bowled really well, like used all his experience and used the conditions really well. And he had a plan. And there was one part of the boundary which was like on the longer side, and he kept bowling short and bowling on the, and he didn't give any room to the batsmen, because Kohli and Faf, they want that room outside off stump. He literally like crammed them in the 3 overs, first 3 overs. So they had that really well before the game, and they executed it beautifully during the game. And having said, I think these are different conditions altogether, as Noel sir said, because Chidambaram slightly on the slow side, and the bounce will be good. It will come onto the bat really well. So there are different kinds of grounds in India and different kind of wickets where you have to adapt very quickly. So having said that, it will be a very good game, because obviously Ashwin is a local boy. Chehel, they know how to bowl on those kind of wickets. They play a lot of cricket in Chidambaram, and they don't have good spinners going into this game. So I think Markande should play today in place of the Sri Lankan leg spinner Vijay Kant. and it'll be a good game, as you know, because obviously Sunrisers have been batting beautifully. One off day, you never know. Today they might come all guns blazing. So one good game, and they are into the finals. Finals is anyone's game. Whoever plays well in the particular day, they're going to win. So my support is still for the Sunrisers. Even they lost the last game, I still support them.
Yeah, correct. No, Gautam has covered most of it. You know, he has nailed it. If SRH doesn't take the advantage now, when will they take? Because they already got one opportunity extra by playing the eliminator, by playing the qualifier. So this is the now. There's no comeback at all. They have to go all out, blazing guns. They need to understand, as Gautam said, the wicket is going to be nice, maybe slower on the side for the spinner. You know, there'll be bounce where you can at least utilize that bounce because they have two good spinners. You know, Ashwin and Chal. Don't forget, they are top bowlers. They have played a lot of cricket together for the country. So in tandem, they'll be bowling, and they are not going to give anything easily. So I think SRH has to earn their runs now. I think Trevor said Abhishek Sharma, Carlson, you know, Tripathi, down the order, Nitish, all these guys need to plan their batting very well. Use the power play, use the middle over, use the back end of the over. All this has to be planned well. I think Vittori has already must have briefed them up what has to be done. He has played a lot of cricket in India also. You know, playing in Chennai, he knows what the wicket is. So I think it's going to be a keen contest on cards because from here there's no looking back. Everything is forward. Did did Dhoni leave CSK? No, right? Why will Kohli leave RCB? I don't think so. He is a great ambassador to them. He's been a loyal, very loyal, faithful person to RCB from the start. And I don't think he's going to leave RCB because he will only leave when he wins a trophy for them because it's been 16 years they have struggled. I think he's waiting for that one lift of the trophy.
Certainly not. I don't see any reason why Kohli should leave RCB. If you look at Sachin Tendulkar, he played 5 World Cups. He won the 2011. So it doesn't matter. Like he's doing really well. I think they should go to their drawing board and they have to look for better players in the auction. Their auction has been like shabby in the last few seasons. So it all adds in the auction table. The kind of players you pick and the combination you make. There is no point in, I think, pointing fingers at Kohli because he's doing his best. He's performing each and every season. What else you need from him? You need other 10 guys to perform. And end of the day, it's a team game. It's not an individual game. And he's giving his best. The 10 players have to pull up the socks and play.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Priya Darshok, heya asil Mr. CM Gautam aru Mr. Noel David. Tekhetokole aji jikhon match hobole goi ase MS Stadium Stadiumot SRH versus RR. Hei khelkhonor bishoye olop opinion agbahale aji khelkhonor bishoye gotike duita teamok amar falpa shubhechha janai onusthan moi Homi Ranjane bidai loisu. Dhonnobad.